Buena hora, buena hora. La verdad este Red Dead es un juego que recomiendo. Si de verdad no tuvieron la oportunidad de jugarlo en su momento y se les hace fácil jugarlo aquí ahorita con la consola de PlayStation 4, pues jueguenlo.
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only will I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I'll bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see. All right, I'll show you how we ride round these parts.
Ah, sí, ¿cómo de qué?
Yeah! Gee up!
Go!
Vamos.
On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this.
Hasta cree.
Don't know me at all, Miss McFarland.
Corre.
Come on. I bet you're starting to regret your brave words, Miss McFarland. Are you
Ay,
saving
güey.
the best for last? Come on.
No, la voy a dejar ganar.
Let's pick up the pace.
Sí, más sobre caminos que por los senderos, sí.
How you doing back there? Let's go. Would you like me to slow down?
Wow, no, espérese.
Let's go.
Gánale terreno.
Try to keep up, will ya? Isn't this jolly?
That's more like it.
Come on, boys.
Corre.
Jiggle those spurs, Miss McFarland. Watch and learn, miss.
Wow, ya perdí. Corre, John.
Yeah! This is gonna be close.
La verdad es que sí.
Don't you worry.
Corre.
Can't wait for you to catch up.
Andes de hocicón, que no me acuerdo cómo se maneja esto.
Yeah. Come on.
Gánale, 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 gánale. ¡Sí!
That was fun.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston.
El comisario Johnson quiere hablar contigo. El armadillo ve hacia M en el mapa. Ah, no, que era así. ¿Dónde estás? Oh. Oh, qué hermoso este mapa. Uy, la parte de México. Comisario Johnson. Vamos a hacer un par más de Bonnie. Todavía faltan cositas por desbloquear para soltarme un poquito más. Las acciones importantes, buenas o malas, te darán fama y reputación, y afectan a la forma en la que te tratan tanto en la población como en los agentes de la ley. Esto es Armadillo,
Mr. Marston,
Estados Unidos.
How are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Hop on up, Mr. Marston.
Ay, Bonnie, mujer fuerte donde las haya.
You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
Oh, un poquito.
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not,
Oh,
miss.
Yes, you
aplasté
are.
algo.
You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response. I think it's kind of funny I found you dying on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
You have a strange sense of humor.
Well, you must admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
I didn't realize we were friends, Miss McFarland.
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
I appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss McFarland. I really do. And if there was any other way out, I'd take it. I can assure you of that.
Pero nos están obligando a hacer todo esto.
You never did tell me where you live.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
Only been at it 3 years or so. I guess I'm kind of new to it.
You're telling me. So who's looking after this farm of yours right now?
Uncle. Well, he's not my uncle, as far as I know. Just an old dog who's as lazy as a lizard on a hot day. Kind of fella laboring under the
Pobre
delusion that
uncle.
age brings wisdom.
Sounds like the perfect person charge of your entire livelihood.
We go way back, and I didn't have a lot of choice.
I'd be getting back there if I was you.
That's what I'm trying to do, miss.
So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us.
It is Armadillo.
Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
A comprar medicinas. Buenas, Doc.
How can I help you?
You here? Hi there.
Quiero
Need
drogas.
something for that gout?
Thank you kindly.
I hear half-ton Hank traveling circuit puts on a
Puedo coger una persona para abrirla. Ok. Ujú. No lo voy a gastar ahorita, no me hace falta. Cuando te hieren en la parte y cigarro rojo oscuro morirás. Set.
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take the stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
Si quieres irte de armadillo, van a ver diligentes haciendo cargas y descargas detrás de la estación de mercancías. ¡Sí! Propiedades marcadas con las casas. Y en su momento, ahorita no tengo tanto. Puedes guardar partida, incluye caballo, bla 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 bla. Jugar el póker también ya se puede. Estos van a ser fuera de cámara. Yo creo que regresamos con Bonnie. Y después venimos con el sheriff. Las tiendas, sí, pero pues no tengo dinero todavía. Cuando ya me suelto un poquito más, ya. El cuchillo. ¿Vamos a jugar o no está? No, no está disponible todavía. Supongo que va a ser más al rato. El periódico sí lo puedo comprar. Aún no está. Ah, pues no ya. Regresemos entonces.
No need to walk, mister. I'm doing the best I can, mister.
A ver. Destino, Rancho McFarland.
McFarland's Ranch, please.
Uy, me duelen esos 9. Vamos a omitirlo para ahorita.
All right. Wake me up when we get there.
I hope you enjoy the ride.
¡Vámonos! Apenas perrete. ¿Qué hay que hacer para acá? Mujeres y ganado.
Mr. Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes, from Lee Johnson. To settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that, I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Todo bien
In this new
reservado.
country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true. Especially when
See?
it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word. What a difficult life you've lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read, taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. And I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left, or tried to leave. Said too much, Bonnie. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston.
Es una mamada.
Listen, can you help me?
Well, I can try. What do you need, money?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take out the herd to pasture.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
Vamos a arriar el ganado. ¡Súbete!
All right, let's head over to the cow pen. It's about time a budding farmer such as yourself learned how to herd cattle.
Pues vamos entonces.
Let's go!
Yeah! Thank you for telling me all that back. Careful! You're more of a hindrance than a help.
Hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhat close to my chest.
I didn't know you had a wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked. They're lucky to have a man like you.
I ain't so sure about that, but thank you.
How
How are you, Miss McFarland?
Detrás del ganado. Ah, chica, lo sacamos de este lado. Fuera vacas.
He's got it. Hello there.
Herd the cows down the road. Pretend you know what you're doing.
Come on, you dumb heifers. Ain't that hard, is it?
Good job.
¿Cómo les gritaba?
Go! Come on!
Get right at them. Drive them this way. Kia!
¡Vale!
Come!
Shh, ¡órale! No, súbete.
Yeah! Come on!
Keep going, Mr. Marston. Nearly there.
He's just showing off now.
¿A dónde van, pendejas? Para el otro lado.
Keep sweeping
No,
them
no, 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 no.
that way.
Ah, ahí está. Para arriba. Chu, 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 ¿dónde vas? ¿Dónde vas? ¿Dónde vas?
I'll round these stragglers up for you. I'll handle the stragglers. You stay with the main herd.
Keep it moving!
Leave those stragglers to me. Stay focused on the main herd.
Vamos, muévanse.
Yeah!
Ahí viene la que falta.
Watch for the runner.
You're not bad with the herd. Ranching might be your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that, or you were a cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
Whoa, Annabelle, whoa.
Oh, el campamento, sí, cierto.
Let's go! Whoa!
Ahora sí, vayamos a... Puedes viajar rápidamente a lugares, sí. Guardar, cambiar a tienda. No, viajemos a destino. Vamos a... Armadillo. Vamos a ver al sheriff esta vez. Ay, maldita gripa. Bueno, ¿por qué quedo de espaldas?
Hello to you. Hi.
Yeah!
Señor Marshall. Bueno, no se llama Marshall. La realidad política de Armadillo.
Excuse me.
Hey, hey, you got a visitor.
Su madre. El otro pendejo riéndose.
Shut up, you. And what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did.
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
Vaya
You
fichita
that
este güey.
fella from the train company,
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer. You them one of them Williamson boys.
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Oh, what? You getting kicked with me, boy?
What's going on here?
Ese sí es el sheriff.
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down.
El otro pendejo de
You must be the
chingada
man from
madre.
Blackwater.
Sí, el
Yes,
mismo.
sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir. And you. Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
Su de puti.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My
No como
job is to
otros.
keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes.
Uf.
My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. The whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town.
Eh,
That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell
Pobre
you what.
también.
Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy.
Es negocio.
Persistent
Gana usted,
little
gano
cuss,
yo.
ain't you?
Only when things matter.
Es ganar, ganar. Tampoco se ponga así.
Let's head over to the saloon.
Vamos.
So who we looking for?
Bunch of 2-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walt.
Walton.
Goddamn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers in Armadillo spend more time with their hands in the air than on the reins these days.
And you're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
Happy? No. But the way I figure it, better they're carousing in there than out robbing decent folk.
That's an interesting approach to law enforcement.
Eh. Míralo, míralo, ahí va.
There's the dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into.
Let's go, Marston. I've been after that son of a bitch for months.
Caballito.
Damn it, he's on to us. Get after him.
Come on!
Yeah.
If Walton's as bad as you say he is, why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't
pues
sound
también.
like he's a man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality, and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walton's gang's been growing fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Jola Springs, Gap Tooth Ridge, these boys get around. Walton's the start, but there's plenty more where he came from.
Ay, quizá debí conseguir el lazo primero antes de venir para acá.
Whoa! Easy.
He's headed for Pleasant's house. Let's stop so we can get a better look.
Hey!
Looks like we got company, boys.
Chingada madre.
Damn. Take cover. We'll work our way up this hill.
¿Cómo era lo de cubrirse?
Move up to that wagon on your right. I'll cover you. Behind the crate, Marston. Smoke him out. You're a coward, Lee Johnson.
No, no, mejor es.
You ain't getting away this time.
¿Dónde estás?
Come on, Marston. I can't take them all.
You ain't outlaws! You're chumps!
Head for the crate, boy. I'll cover you.
Ahí estás. Ya está eliminado.
Move up to that rock. I'll keep you covered.
Ahí está.
Watch out for that sneaky bastard behind the outhouse.
Ahí está, toda la mocha.
Now get behind that outhouse. Ain't sure we seen the last of them.
¿Dónde está? ¿Te puedo dar? No. Tengo que salir. Ahí está.
Somebody, goddammit. Oh, no, that's Walt inside the house. Let's see if we can take him alive. Walt, your killing days are over. It'll be trial and the rope for you.
¿Está vivo? Sí, en todo el
Bad
pie.
shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
Yeah. Oh, now.
¡Ayo! ¡Sí! 20 dolarucos. ¡Oh! Ya puedo saquear. ¿Qué hay acá? Dame. Honor 200. Los Walton. La revólver. Vamos a dejarnos el revólver. Estadísticas. Honor de vagabundo. Fama de don nadie. Carne de zorrillo. Puedes sacar cadáveres. Sí, bien que me acuerdo de esto. Para ganar dinero, fama y demás cosas. Sale.
doubt you'll be needing this.
Animales. ¿Quiénes disparan? Ah, es este güey. ¡Eh!
That worked.
Ay, no me acuerdo cómo se marcaba. Señal chino.
There's much treasure here. You want map? I retire. Here, take map. You earn it.
I'll happily take this off your hands, my friend.
Empieza la casa de tesoros. ¿Dejaste algo más? No. No. Tesoros. Estoy viendo un puma. No jodas, es muy temprano para los pumas. Ahí viene, ahí viene, ahí viene. ¡Wow! ¡No, no, 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 no! Me salvé por esto. Ay. Vamos a borrar tantito. Y nos vamos. En lo que vuelvo a agarrar callo con esto.